They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Owls ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get first crack at it today. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Owls offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has read the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Guys, let's think for just a moment about Temple. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Using his legs, it's Ray. Turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the grab. It's Denmark. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a connection. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Denmark. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Coffee. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got it! And to the end zone! Touchdown, Penn State! Timing and better execution that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Maryland is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to James Madison. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Owls headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a crease. It's Dorsey. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hardy. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. Into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. When you've got a veteran behind center as they have, he has to produce more than he has in this one. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind, and they'd love to get something going here.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Find space on the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick shovel pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a third and long. On the run, it's Ray. He's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires downfield. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Looking for a man, it's Douglas. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break and tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Temple lines up quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. With that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways.
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Ray. He's in open space downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A 1st and 10 for this offense. That's caught. It's Denmark. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football, because he is looking really good.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Coffee. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to go up top. Got it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. They're setting up the screen. And he will score! Touchdown, Penn State! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if you're up, there he goes. Got enough for the 1st. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Owls in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wants to throw. It's Douglas. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incompletion.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Douglas. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was... about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle. It's Denmark. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ray. On the move at the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. The sure hands, it's Coffee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's McFadden. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Douglas. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his man. It's May. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look.
Hauls it in the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Temple lines up quickly. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Finds his man. 35, he's got room. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Just getting the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough for the first down. Got room on the return. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Find some fresh air. Nice move to keep up. Oh, he's still got more. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense... Shot. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team, that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a man. It's Douglas. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davison.